Hey, you guys, and welcome back to Divinely Feminine. I hope you guys have been doing swell. All right, so I already did my pre setup already, with my Ace Boon Coons. All right, so tell me what the people need to hear, is what I am hearing. Tell me what the people need to hear, okay? So, some of y'all guides want to come through, and I mean ancient guides and ancient wisdom wants to come through. Also seeing Cleopatra, so it could be in the era of the Egyptian time for some of you here. There could be an Egyptian goddess that is trying to connect with you during this time, or either trying to communicate something forward through you. You are the messenger, or you can be a messenger, or you could be a messenger to the to the Egyptians, or for the Egyptians here, okay? But they want to communicate through to you. I see you, being embellished, or I see their embellishments. I see the intricate paint and art, body art and paint on them. I see how, um, how honored they were and how they took care of themselves, okay? And that's significant to you guys. They may um, or this is a time where you may be going into or being ushered into that type of high honored energy, where you need to hold yourself sacred, okay? Um, Mind, body, soul, spirit here, all right? Okay, but also lifting your wisdom here. Okay, so for some of you, there is a need for you to go higher in your education, in your knowledge. All right, so they may be pulling you towards those sad things. I'm also seeing you being or gravitating towards gold, real gold. All right, I'm hearing the road to El Dorado is having the abundance of um like having the abundance of the earth here for you, okay? But that knowledge and that wisdom that you're seeking and also feeling, um it is coming through you, okay? So you may be channeling messages yourself, especially while you are asleep. So you may want to record yourself while you are asleep. All right, I don't know how that's going to come about, but there's going to be a memory that you remember from a past life here, okay, where you awakened, and you're gonna scream out the same moment that you awakened in your past life. You're gonna be woken up in the physical here, the life that you're living here, okay? And it also may be vice versa, where you're waking up in this life as your past life, and waking up in real time as your past life. I hope that makes sense to you guys, okay? um but yeah, being held in high regard here is what I'm being channeled. The high priestess is coming to me. He wants to communicate his self forward here. They're asking me for me to pull out the high priestess and the high priest here. Intend and create is what I'm hearing. He wants to communicate. That's crazy. Crazy, right? What? You right here? Okay. But she's right here. You may be seeing the number 1010 constantly as well, is what I'm getting. This is the high priestess. And we have harness mystic power. And we also have the high priest. And this is intend and create. Okay. immediately what they're showing me is the both of them and how they have their familiars. Okay, they're adorned, they're dressed, they're embellished, and they're um it's like the coppers and all of the embellishments that they have, it is maximizing their energy, and what they are actually created of here. Okay, um they're showing me the difference in the high priest symbol here. I don't know what this is, this geometric cube here. He has the rays that's coming down from his, and the high priest, the high priestess does not. All right, but there's something very significant about embellishing yourself. All right, putting putting your dressings on. Okay, connecting to what creates that. Okay, this is a lot. Putting your dressings on and you connecting to what is truly going to help you access your full energy, your full self. It's like, ingesting copper, right? Okay, so you have copper in you. You wear copper, or either you're going to eat your coppers, okay? And this is going to help you maximize who you are. This is also you drawing in those. It's really odd how they're showing me how all of this is real and happening all at one time. We know that all of this is happening all at one time, but it's like the message that they gave me of you waking up in the present state, and it could be your past life, and then in your past life you could be waking up in your present state. Like it could be vice versa, how that is. So ingesting your coppers or wearing your coppers is what's going to help you magnetize that energy and put you in both places so that you can see, from both realms, both perspectives here. You're coming into balance right now. You're leaving you're leaving a lot of the world behind you, and I'm talking about the sense of, we say that all the time, but do people really know what that means, right? I don't think people really fully understand what that means when you're leaving the world behind. You're leaving, you don't have an argument in you. You don't have a you don't have the truth is coming out about what you're here for. You're not here to save the world. You're not here to save the collective. You're not here to do any of those things. You're here to you are here to harness your mystic powers, meaning creation here, and also being used as like a crystal. It's crazy. All this stuff that they're showing me, this is so wild. Like the, your vibration can actually move mountains. Stuff like that. Like this is really wild. Okay, and they're here trying to show you how to do these things. All right, while everybody else playing the fuck around. And stuff. While everybody was joking Moses and carrying on and all of that stuff. They talk about Jesus feet and carrying on and all that stuff, right? Like bear with me, because this is what they talking to me. But everybody's fucking around and joking about that shit. The shit was actually real. These people, these characters, right, were walking in both realms. Okay, this is the reason why they had such turmoil happening. Okay, in the physical for them, the physical realm, because of them being in, they weren't, it's like they were real but weren't real characters here. Okay, like it's really odd. This is a lot to and just like I ain't been up here in a couple of days, and y'all really want to bring me this, but I'm grateful for the message though. Thank you. Okay, But whoever's is gonna make sense to, like, it's always gonna make sense to whoever is experiencing this in real time. All right, if you're experiencing this in real time, then good for you. But why everybody was like joking around and stuff or whatever, it was because like they were getting these messages and they were traveling in the spiritual realm with the celestial bodies, okay, and bringing those messages forward. But here in the physical, they were very off balance. It was almost like the celestials, the celestial bodies here had to actually help them, be present here in the physical, because they had actually ascended so much, like really let go of the world so much that they were truly translucent and invisible. I hope that makes sense, okay? This is going to go over people's heads that are not experiencing this. I was experiencing sickness, right? Like I was feeling really dizzy and lightheaded, and I was feeling extremely nauseous, and I couldn't explain why. Just before I got up here, okay. But what they are, it's like your energy is so powerful right now that it may cause you to be sick because your body is not is not it's not going to be able to withstand the power, that your energy holds. Okay, so the body may feel very depleted, or you may feel like, you know, you're on your last leg here or something. Okay, for some of you, this is how it's going to feel to you. Like you're on your last leg. Like, you may be seeing 10, 10. You may be associating that with death or experience some type of rebirth here, that's happening for you. Okay, but yeah, you guys, their message is really, really strong. We have the sun that's coming out. What card is this? Okay. This is why it's important to get your knowledge up to, especially about things that and it's crazy. I just put that on my baby's chore board, that he has to learn something new every day. As a family, we're gonna learn something new every day. Okay, and I said, well, I need to put up my chore board too, because it's things that I need to learn. Like right now, if you're feeling, if you are feeling like you have to do something right now, it is because you're feeling that calling from, you know, the ones that walk within you, okay? But also yourself at this time. You're feeling that call and you're being isolated from everybody else. You may be sick, you may be ill, you may be going through, a lot of spells right now because you are, first of all, speaking a lot. They're talking to you a lot. They're giving you a lot of energy, casting over you, speaking into you, speaking out of you. There's a lot of communication back and forth. So there's a lot of spell casting that's happening here. Um, but also there's a lot of integration of, the light and your light body here as well. All right. They're trying to ascend you and upgrade you. They're trying um, to bring you forward, to bring you here, you know. Okay, they're lifting you up on a pedestal right now, and you may not know the reason why, but you're gonna really thank them later on. Okay, it's not just about, You know, the car that you want is not just about the jewels, it's not just about those things. Okay, you're being embellished in the spiritual realm here. All right, um, you may be like wanting or asking for like a wardrobe change as well, or that may be something that you're trying to manifest. It's because it's spiritual. It's not just about your physical. It's not just about your physical. Um, wardrobe. Oh, that's the reason why. Okay, there we go. Your spiritual wardrobe is coming through. All right. You also may be being urged to, or feel like you need to move, or that you can move within an instance. Yes, baby. You what?
I need to say something after.
What is it?
Did you know Cartoon Network shut down?
Oh, baby, are you that could have waited? No, I didn't know Cartoon Network shut down. But come on now, that could have waited, baby. All right, so uh, you may feel like you can like it's like telekinesis going on here. Like you have no boundaries, no bounds, no there's no limits. Like you're defying uh quantum physics here. You're defying what they may call the living. All right. Okay, like your body defies it goes beyond the explanation of a physical body. You know, the physical vessel here. Like you're embodying and you're also awakening uh like ancient energy that's erupting out of you. You may be feeling it in your hands and your feet. You may be feeling like really timid as well, or just really shaky. You also may be feeling extremely strong in yourself, like supported. Okay, so there are systems breaking down within you, and also systems rising within you. Everything that's happening in the physical eye, like the physical world, is happening in your inner world. Okay, internally, like the elites, the elite system, the elites. They keep saying the elites is like there's a system at play. There's the elites that's rising, and there's an elite that's um there's an elite that's rising, and there's also an elite that's like coming down, like crumbling. Here is the face of the elites that are crumbling, but the real elites, the embodiment of the elites, is coming up. Okay, so the face is the lie. All right, the embodiment is the truth, which is the reason why it was even created. The truth is uprising. So you may be feeling this contradicting energy in you, okay, or that your body, like you just can't, your body can't get right for some odd reason, and you're feeling really, yes.
Muted.
Am I muted?
Yeah, you muted.
No. What is the problem, Stink?
Nothing. I was just checking.
You was checking to see.
I was just checking to see if you was muted.
Okay, babe, but I'm thankful, baby. Thank you so much for having my back and supporting me. But I'm really channeling something right now, and I gotta get it out before I forget it, before they take it away. Okay. Your body, like I said, may be fighting. Like it may feel like it's fighting. You may feel like you're not quite well, or you're not here, or something. To that effect. It's like um you also have to be careful as well. Like you will zap yourself somewhere and don't know how to get from that place. They're giving me the image of these people that be pretending as if they have zapped themselves somewhere, in another space time, and stuff like that. But you actually will. Okay, so be careful when you dream, because you may wake up, in a distant, far place here. All right, but they're gonna give you like some type of jade uh or crystal or something, or either they're trying to help you remember that this is who you are, or this is what you are here. Okay. Oh, let me read what they're saying. Okay, let me read here. Align with the light of this is what the high priestess here is saying. Harness mystic power. It says to align with the light and focus on all things positive. The high priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine. See what I'm saying? There was like the embodiment of something. Okay, like the embodiment of what the true elites mean. You're the real embodiment of it. All right, like what the origination of it. You know, I can't explain it any other way. Like you're the origination of the embodiment of the elite. All right, or you were born um, through the the what are you saying here? It's not just energy. It's not just energy. It's not. That's not the right word. And it's not about just bloodline either. That's not the right word. Frequency, vibration. It doesn't feel. It feels like that could describe it, but not in the watered down version that we articulate. Like that's how, like, I don't know. Here, let me see. Let me get past this point. It says the high priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. See, the goddess in human form. She has had many names through time and space. See what I'm saying? It's not. If you feel like if you are the real, like you're the origin, you are the original. All right, you were here when creation was first created. All right, you're awakening to that. You're the origination. You're like you are the originator. Like you are the original one. Okay. It says she has had many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar, fierce, powerful, and disciplined. It says in many traditions, particularly pre-Christians, all right, the high priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The high priestess in this deck is the consort and partner of the high priest. It says if you look at them together, you will see they mirror each other's energy. You see what I'm saying? That mirror. All right, they was trying to explain to me. I can't get it in their words. Like I need better. I be trying to understand why they choose me for stuff like this. Uh, because I don't be studying nothing. All right, Um, she is joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from the lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. The extended message, it says you are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. This is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at um, the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. See, This part right here feels really like thrown in here. Like using your discernment to figure out certain things. People run out of words to say. The people run out of the channeling and don't know how to articulate what is being fully channeled through them. It says when this card arrives, it's important for you to check in with your intuition as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. Let's get the message here from the so all right, so it's feeling like okay, let me read him first. Let me read the high priest. Intend and create. Recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fears and align with the light. About the high priest, in many traditions, the high priest is the physical embodiment of the divine masculine. He acts as the bridge between worlds and is able not only to divine the future, but to help create it too. Okay, it says he may be a leader in his spiritual tradition or in pagan tradition, be second to the high priest. I can't, with the pagan stuff and the Christian and the religious, and the religion, and that was not even thought of. Like I'm just saying, people be throwing shit in stuff that don't make sense and it doesn't add up. Please use your discernment, okay? So, like I said, what's gonna be for you is gonna be for you. And this is no disrespect or discredit to whoever wrote this at all. I'm not saying any of that, but what I'm saying is that it wouldn't make sense for paganism and religion or Christianity to be present during this time. All right, that's all I'm saying. All right, use your discernment here. I've never ever channeled and broke stuff down in this way before, and I'm gonna have to like deal with this with myself because I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and that's what religion makes you feel like. It makes you feel like you're doing something wrong. And I'm still growing out of religion. I'm still growing out of, people telling me uh, how I'm supposed to exist here, who I'm supposed to connect with, and, so forth and so forth. So you feel very guilty for being shown, being things being exposed to you. It's not so much of you exposing it, but things being exposed to you. The things that uh, you are supposed to see and read through and discern. These are things that are keeping you disordered. These are things that are keeping you, it's like giving you half the truth, okay? And then there is some shady bullshit that's coming in um, to like block your path from your truth, from you actually like going down the path of truth for yourself. You see what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make sense. Like nobody was, Egyptians weren't. What are you talking about here? You threw that in there, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. But anyway, it says here, he may be a leader in his spiritual tradition or in pagan tradition, be second to the high priest, but he is always spiritually connected and disciplined with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. Do you hear this? Listen to this. They're telling you the truth here. They're telling you the truth. Within the bullshit, there's the truth. It says he may be a leader in his spiritual tradition or in pagan tradition, be second to the high priest, but he is always spiritually connected and disciplined with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. In a reading, it says this card could represent a spiritual figure, leader, or teacher in your life or an aspect of your path that leads you to where you are today. I mean, that led you to where you are today. But what they're saying is where this is going to lead you when you figure out what your particular practice and spirituality is, and to connect how you're going to learn that, how you're going to know that is truly connecting with your creator. Okay? Being disciplined and seeking that out. People think discipline is you doing something repetitively. That's not what the fuck discipline means. That's not what that means. Being disciplined is truly seeking, weeding out things. The beginning of this word is dis, D-I-S, dis. Do you understand? Breaking down the word discipline. Dis in line. I hope this makes sense to you guys. These are things, the way that they are being, the way that I am coming off is the way that you may be coming off to people. And it's not even about people. It's just how you're being embodied. You're embodying yourself right now. You're bodying you. You are embodying you. Okay? There is like this no nonsense type of energy that is rising in you so that it can help you get on the path that you're supposed to be on to connect with your true creator, and not the whoever's and evers and everybody else's, and and so forth and so forth. Okay, and all the flying bullshit and the monkeys and carrying on, all of that. So you may be experiencing a lot of contradiction, but also interior strength. I'm talking about, a sound knowing within yourself. You may be really like afraid to leave this place where you're at, but also very relieved. You can see yourself there already. And I'm not just talking about, like, oh, I can see myself, like I have a vision board and I'm sitting in front of it every fucking day, and I'm just, you know, like I don't you really got y'all gotta forgive me in a sense, because like I have filtered me for so fucking long that I'm tired of filtering myself, and like I'm really not a fluffy person. Um I'm just very straight to the point, and that's just what it is, and that's how my guides communicate with me. All right, I don't have it easy. I don't, and um they just channel shit like this to me, and it's just straight, no chaser. And I'm not trying to be in front of you guys if if I trigger you, or if I like make you feel any type of way. This is a disclaimer. you know um I want to only help you um get in position with yourself. That is it. That's what my job is here, is to help you die to that bullshit, and awaken on the other side of you. All right, and bring that awakened version here to the forefront where you are right now, so that you can navigate and walk your path here right now without all that extra ass bullshit and people, playing in your face and the fluffy shit that's going around, and uh, um, people masking in your face, shit like that, so that you can really deal with the elites here, you know. It goes beyond just the people. You are the elites. So when you hear bullshit about the elites, you know for sure, like, this shit ain't real. Like, what they just a face. Like, y'all just became a face or something. Y'all became some face of me, and I'm sitting here and I'm the real shit. It's like them stealing all of your wealth, your abundance, um your place, your embodiment. Okay, it's like being frozen in time, having to watch all of this shit in your name. It's just like how everybody, is speaking about God and stuff like that, and how people be using God and a whole bunch of stuff people talking about and people doing, and how people moving. you know God isn't, but they still use it. God ain't moving through a whole bunch of people. God's essence is not. And that ain't none of my damn business. I have nothing to do with that. God won't moving in me at one point. So, you know, it take one to know one. This is what I'm talking about. When you don't walk the other side before, this is how you know. This is how you can see and kick the bullshit. Alright? All that's being called for at the moment is you just straight rising into yourself right now. It's a whole bunch of people that, you know, you are not nice, and it's for a reason, and it's okay that you're not. It's all right that you're not nice. Okay, that's all I gotta say. It's all right. You ain't in trouble. You ain't gonna be in trouble. There's no bad karma coming for you. It's none of that crap happening. It's not real. It's not gonna happen. Choose your words wisely. Discern wisely here. It's like, I don't know. It's like, the moment that you wake up to that, like, you really just know, like, you start walking differently, and this is how it's gonna be for a lot of you. This is how it's gonna be for a lot of you. This ain't just like some message here that's narrowed down to particular people. It's been a whole bunch of us fluffy people in this world that have been trying to exist in that existence of fluffiness, and it hasn't worked. It's it's crazy how they're showing me how, shit is flipping on it's flipping. People, it's crazy. This is crazy. So, like I just said, people that have tried to exist in this fluffy nation here, and you know that, you on some other next level shit. You could be the embodiment of dark energy, dark matter. You know, you could be the original. Okay, and that's what you are, the original, right? And when you're the original, it takes great strength and ability and focus, skill, drive, precision, okay, to be the originator or be the original of something, okay? Because copies are made. So when the copycats copy you and it's your time to come back up, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to start to see a lot of the copycats fall. So you're waking up just in time to your origination here, okay? And it's, like, I give gratitude for this energy coming through to me, and being able to talk to you guys about this, because I really felt bad for years. I felt bad for years. I felt bad for years. I even stopped doing messages because I was like, I just can't continue this. But like, I don't know, if this is what is you know going to keep my channel going. I can't be up here doing it like that's what everybody else is doing. I can't do that. And I'll be saying, I don't want to sound like some fucking hater or some shit like that. But I'm not being a hater or nothing. Like, y'all just got to see. You have to see. Like, you gotta see. You really do. You have to see and experience this shit for yourself in order for it to happen. Like, to hear, not just hear, but really be in the place where I'm at and trying to communicate this message forward to you. You would just get it. It would just, sink in and resonate for you. Okay, and I'm not trying to make nobody believe nothing. I don't have, my channel ain't up here booming and bucking and carrying on. I'm not monetized. I don't make no money from this. None of that. I don't want you to believe nothing. I want you to know. That's the difference. I want you to know. I don't have to put nobody down. I want you to know. I want you to see. I want you to discern for yourself. All right, so it says in a reading, this card can represent a spiritual figure, leader, or teacher in your life, or an aspect of your path that has led you to where you are today. The extended message: you are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept these as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestors to direct your thoughts and energies towards what you want to grow, heal, and expand. And then watch it happen right before your eyes. The high priest got something for you and got something for a lot of people. The high priest feels like, the high priest feels like a like he's on vengeance or something here. Like he's here to uh, revenge or reclaim, restake. Like he has something that he has to, where he failed at. Like he feels like he has to protect something here, and it may be, his partner here. We have the Six of Wands, and it's coming up in reverse. Like I say, feeling like he failed something here. Now the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles here. In reverse is failure, losing, disadvantage, disgrace, being haunted, ill will. I said he feels like he has something to avenge, like he's coming back for something here. Or this may be the way that you feel. His energy is rising in you because there was a stake here. There was a claim here. There was something of yours that was taken from you. Time, energy, essence, your essence, like your goodwill, okay? Your fortune here was stolen from you. Parts of you being taken, being looted. You're the originator of something, right? You're the originator. Like you are the original, and all of these copies being made. That's why I say people gotta be, well, people gotta be careful. People gotta be careful, man. That's why I be talking about, with speaking about, oh, this my soulmate, oh, this my this and I'm this and I'm that, and I don't know what the fuck I am. I don't know, and I've said that from the beginning. I don't know. All I know is that these messages be coming to me. I didn't ask for this, but I knew that something was going on in my life and it had to change. I couldn't exist the way that I was existing before. I was dead. I had a metaphysical death and I woke up on the other side. That's the truth of the matter here. Half the time, I don't know what the hell is going on. And it may sound funny to people, and it may you may look at me like, oh, she don't know what the fuck she done. A lot of people don't know what the fuck is going on, but they're not gonna tell you. I'm in this world just like you are. I've just gotten to a place right now where I can no longer exist in a space that is not authentically me. And this is what's coming up. This is what's happening for a lot of people here. More than you know. You've been quiet, but just not, you've been silenced. You've been told to be quiet for a very long time. You've been told to shut up, to be quiet, to not exist, to not be real, to not be authentic. It's like somebody trying to tell you that they didn't just punch you in your face when they did, when you watched them punch you in your damn face. You know? And he is not playing like the high priest, you know, he's not his energy is just not, look, I'm telling you. But let me tell you how he gonna come back on top. You are gonna come back on top here. But all of this gotta crumble, and it's gonna crumble under the high priestess. You see, the masculine energy is gonna show up. It has to be seen. That's why we have the light under his or the rays here under his what is this called, whatever this thing is called on him, this geometric symbol here of the pyramid, right? And the high priestess doesn't. The masculine, the high priest, I can't even break him down like that. The high priest is all about his intentions, what he intended to create here, and how that was, taken away. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, and I feel you. I feel you. What you intended to create here, and it was taken away from you. But he's looking to his counterpart for that coverage, in the dark of night, you know, because he's not gonna be able to do something here, um, like straight out in the open just yet. The high priestess is being urged to walk in silence for a moment before, all hell breaks loose. And this may be showing up in your existence through you um you having outbreaks, your throat chakra being wide the fuck open. You really feeling your vibration when you talk, the vibration in your body when you talk, how strong your voice has become. The world is responding differently to you. I'm hearing that song from that movie Anastasia. In the dark of the night, evil will find her. It's crazy because Anastasia had a very she was an orphan. She was something ended up happening to her, but she was born in a very pristine family, and somehow she got orphaned. I think it was a fire that broke out or something in her, in her palace, and she was raised up as a orphan here. And the bus boy that used to work in her family's estate, they ended up like running into each other through her, like her awakening of trying to figure out what happened to her, what happened to her parents. It was like, the universe was bringing him and Anastasia together, closer together, right? And also uh like bringing her towards, um I don't know, it's like divine, like fated events that were happening here. But come to find out, her mom and her dad never died in that fire. But I don't know how the fire actually broke out. I believe somebody did. This was a movie. It was a cartoon character, movie. Um, but they're bringing it back to me because I used to watch that movie over and over and over again. But anyway, it was this this thing. He was like a, I don't know what the fuck he was, but anyway, he was dead but alive, and he had a bat as his familiar, and he ruled, like he was up under the sewers and shit, and he just kept like trying to stop her from reuniting with her family, as if he had a deal with something over her life, you know? But anyway, the movie was called Anastasia, you guys. But yeah, this is, what's this is the type of shit that's been happening here, and it sounds very cliche, but sometimes you gotta go back to stuff that is actually existing and real here. It is true that forces are out to stop you from, you know, what's really yours, who you truly are. It just may not be the damn, weak ass people around you, but they may be a part of it, them being positioned strategically in your life in times where you are, um, where your guides have gotten a hold of you, have gotten your attention, where you have awakened to something, right? And then here comes a person or a situation, but most of the time it's a person, okay? And they're always putting your life as some damn counterpart or some shit, believing in these fairy tale as titles, right? There's only you, and everything else that's created is through you. Your children are brought here through you. You creating every damn thing here. Every damn thing that exists here, you created. You are the originator of it. But yet and still, you're treated like not even a fucking second-hand citizen. But some of you have a higher meaning than just a physical thing being created. I'm talking about the meaning of all things, the embodiment of all things, the truth of all things. What is the original language of all things? What is the original vibration of all things? That is the thing that you're searching for, that you're looking for. That is what is causing you to feel like you are not, like you're longing for something. Like you're longing for something that you just can't quite, it doesn't, money doesn't soothe it, a person doesn't soothe it, you know, that it doesn't do it. It doesn't do anything for it. The house, the cars, it doesn't do anything for it. Nothing. You are the originator. You are the original trying to find the missing pieces of of everything that you have created here. You are calling back all of your original pieces, families, like, everything that you created. The high priest is talking. The high priestess is talking. This feels like a very nurturing mother, energy. Everything that I've created here, I'm calling it back. I've been looking high, searching low. Like, it's like having a child, and misplacing your child's like having a child there with you, but knowing that this is not your child's spirit, because you had your child in you, so you know your child's spirit. You created your child's spirit, so you know that this is not your child, but the child is here. There's a child before you. It's like that. Like they be switching them mother's babies. People are fucked up. People are real fucked up, and they gonna get theirs. The high priestess has something for them. She's gonna be the one that shed the light on all of this. She's gonna reveal herself, or have you reveal her within you. It was crazy because they kept saying, tell the people what they need to know. Tell the people what they need to know. We have the Ten of Swords. Did I tell you? The high priestess was the one. This is endings and defeat here. She's gonna, the high priestess energy, like I said, you know, it happens in the physical, but in the spiritual realm gets the last say so. As above, so below. As within, so without. Alright? And so on and so on. But it goes beyond that. Like, it goes beyond just that saying. She is going to do them one better. Because, yeah, priest is going to make it to people's demise and end. And she is advising the high priest that in order to create, to come up again, right? Yes, those things have to be destroyed. But guess what? You cannot deny the energy that is here. You cannot deny the energy that have been created. So you have to be, very you gotta play chess here and not checkers. You gotta be wise about this. is what she is going to be, or she is saying here. You can't, to originate again, to become the originator again, the originator again. um Go back to that place of who, like your true definition before all of this shit happened to you. All right, you gotta really let go of the vengeance, because that was not what we were created for. Things have to go back to how they were before. You cannot allow them to fool you into doing this. Because if you do smite these people, if you do those things, then guess what? Then you will ultimately become them. It will be made real. That's not what your embodiment is. That's not who you truly are. You were not created to be a weapon. You were not created to be a weapon here. He's saying yes and she's saying no. And it's crazy because you got the heart chakra here for the high priest, and then you have the sacral chakra for the high priestess. And the reason being is because the high priest is the heart. The high priest carries the heart. This is a really big message about the high priest in the heart here, and how the heart is the center point of all connectedness here. You know, if the masculine gives the heart, what keeps the body pumping and thriving, because the high priest is the physical embodiment, physical, the intention, the creation, because the high priestess is the sacral chakra, which is the creator. The high priest takes a lot of, the high priest in you, if you identify as a feminine, the high priest takes a lot of betrayal within her sacral. That is where stored trauma is, but that is also where that is her first activation point. You know, and how she learns how to transmute, and navigate through this life, knowing that she is the creator. She is the birthplace, the center place of everything, in all this existence here. But a counterpart is the heart. And I keep saying this, how the masculine energy is to hold space here, because he was even brought here through the high priestess sacral. So her advising the high priest is because she created him, and she knows that that is not his origination. That was not what he was created for. He is not a weapon of mass destruction. The masculine takes a lot of hits to the heart and has to hide that, you know? That's why a lot of men die from heart attacks, because they take a lot of hits to the heart. Feminists take a lot of hits to their sacral. And that's why a lot of women die in childbirth. That's why a lot of women here get disrespected, because they're looked at as a dumping site. If you are dealing with these dynamics in your life, as to, seeing, you've seen this play out for fucking centuries at this point, how the high priest, the feminine energy, has been discarded, has been, um, treated like the shit beneath everything here. If you've experienced that in your life, where you've been discarded by, masculine energy or masculine period, right, or males here, and that is because the original form of the masculine was stolen before it was even able to be archetyped here. The original blueprint. And that's why masculines, that's why men don't know their position in life. That's why they are very prideful. That's why they are very vindictive and evil. That is the reason why they are the way that they are. That's why they decenter their heart. That's why they don't connect to the feminine energy. That's why they have love for themselves and for other males. Because they really feel like they're separate from us, and they hate the fact they come from us. The very thing that they hate, they came from it. And that those two things don't exist. So therefore, you become non-existent. They decenter us. You see these dynamics play out. Like I said, in the beginning of this whole entire reading, they said that you were going to be seeing these things play out here. As in how you could be waking up in your past life and seeing, like experiencing things. Oh, let me get this out. Where's the book? So I don't have to be going through any of that. What does it say here? Right, what is this? Okay, where is it? I cannot find it, but I did read it. I know I read it where I was speaking about. Okay, here it is. It says, yeah, priestess in this deck is the consort and partner of the high priest. It says, if you look at them together, you will see the mirror. You will see they mirror each other. Okay, so you're seeing the mirroring of what's happening here. Okay, both in the physical and the spiritual realm. All right, both of you have the capacity to connect. You, uh, the high priestess has the capacity to connect and go beyond, the human senses here. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. All right, and the high priest is the bridge between heaven and earth, but also the center point of the high priest is God, his creator, not God. Sorry, his creator. Do you see? That's why it said here that um, he may be second to the high priest, but he is always spiritually connected and disciplined with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. It is, isn't it? Wow, yeah, it is. Very powerful message. I thought I was gonna get up here and bullshit and kick the bobo and have some fun, but no, no, no. Yeah, we got the Six of Cups here, returning to one's roots. Children, childhood memories, past influences, yearnings, homesickness, nostalgia, reunions, playfulness, youthfulness, innocence, creativity, kindness, goodwill, and simplicity. Yeah, priestess is trying to. She sees what's happening with, you know, the masculine in essence, right? And how it has been destroyed, lifetime after lifetime, and she has taken it all in. She has. She's taken it all in, and um, it has been made aware to her. She has felt in some way responsible, but know that she is not, because she is the creator, the originator. All right, she is the creator of the all the originals, where there is only one you. So this is why she is advising like the masculine, but trying to hold space for the masculine. Even though he has his will, he has his free will, and he can go through another cycle of this, create the same thing over. But it's time for the masculine to learn. It's time for the high priestess to learn that it can't continue. That is not, you know, what you were made for. This is not your name. It's not your name. It says here, with the Ten of Swords in reverse, escaping ruin, escaping ruin, pulling yourself together. learning from the past hardships. You see, they just showed me this. I didn't see it on the card, and I forgot I had flipped it over. But yeah, it's it's time for the masculine energy to learn. And where that leaves you at is that you may be having to pull away from the masculine energy itself. The masculine in essence, okay? You may be having to pull away. Let's pull on this. See the High Priestess, the Hierophant in reverse. I'm being told what cards to get and still see the Six of Swords. It's in a loving way, though, because you've given the Nine of Swords. You've given the masculines the blueprint all these years. You've given the masculine the blueprint here. You've given the masculine support. You've created sacred spaces for the masculine. You've participated in the masculine's, charade here. You've been a willing participant as well. You've tried to upstand the masculine, be that support system, hold up his back, participate in all his endeavors here. Okay? So we have transition, moving to calmer waters, healing, progress, moving on, moving forward, things calming down, calm after a storm, overcoming hardship, relief, stability, escaping, running away, and journeys here. This is transition. And now she holds the heart chakra. No matter what happens here, the masculine is still connected to his creator. This is even about your masculine and feminine energy. Both of them exist. You can't have one without the other. Can't have one without the other. Love in the marriage, love in the... I swear my guys are some of them crackheads. Something's going on here. Okay? Because why would that? This is real serious. Maybe because we had the Aquarius energy to come through. Okay, the airy energy here with the Six of Swords. So, yeah. See? We have let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. Yeah, it's you done gave all the help. Now you may be seeing dynamics of the masculine in essence, or even in yourself, or people in your life, masculines in your life, men in your life, um, looking for support and not wanting to say anything, but wanting that support. But this haven't even begun yet because the high priest doesn't want to listen at the moment. Three of Wands here. We have foresight, and this is Aries energy here, and this is the third eye. Okay, returning, travels, moving home, lack of foresight and planning here. This is foresight. All right, travels, moving abroad, foreign lands, foresight, forward planning, moving forward, self-confidence, self-belief, freedom, success, happy. See what I'm saying? That this is not what's happening here. This is the masculine in essence, right? Okay. Aries energy, I am. Aries represents the head, the face, I am. The number one, the original, the father, the leader, the emperor, the pioneer, the one that goes out there and does it before everybody else and comes back and with the blueprint. Okay. But here it's like with it coming up in reverse, like I said, the Six of Wands in reverse, it came up in reverse originally, right? uh, he's out for vengeance here. So, you know, some of you may be being guided and ushered away from your masculine. Okay? A lot of you may be pregnant with new earth. Okay? And you have to tend to the new earth by yourself for a while. And you got to leave that energy alone. But know that, you know, that is your baby. Like, that's your baby. If that makes sense to anybody here. See? You gotta create home. You gotta tend to your garden. Like, you gotta do something alone. See? We have Aries energy again here, right? You see what I'm saying? How it's mirroring this? Community. Happy families, reunions, coming home, celebrations, surprise parties, weddings, events, feeling welcome. Community or family coming together, community spirit, teamwork, and success. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles. So, as I said, you know, you may have to go at it alone right now. I am itching. There's an omen here for some of you. There's shedding. It's time to shed. Itching is a sign of pain as well. Okay? The body just doesn't know how to process it in any other way. At the bottom of the deck, we have this fake ass word, soulmate. It's just only saying that you're the originator. Okay? Yes, this is. You are the originator. Like, you're the creator. So, this is, yes, this is your soulmate here. I'm going to get a message. I keep hearing the wheel. The wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. The cosmic is calling me. But the magical spirit is too. The wheel is turning. The wheel. Magic oracle. I mean, magic spirit. Here. Thank you. I gotta re-look at this. It's okay to forget and then remember all over again. The Voyager. growing pains here at the bottom of the deck. It says return home, lessons, realizations. Baby, I swear it's deja vu. Baby, I can't get over you. I told you I might be seeing the number 10 too. And I don't want no one but you. Baby, I swear it's deja. Alright, so it says the Voyager. Number 10. It's okay to forget and then remember all over again. The Voyager. Return home, lessons, realizations. Okay, and also awakenings. It says affirmation spell. I am remembering a lesson of my soul. I am returning home. This is your affirmation spell. I am remembering a lesson of my soul. I am returning home. So, before everything starts sliding together, I'm going to try to read this. Right? It says, sometimes we are afraid of getting lost on our journeys, only to realize that often getting lost is a part of the journey, part of the great adventure. Getting lost and finding our way back home to our soul, to our deepest truths. It is time to remember, not with your mind, but with your heart. Listen to this. It says, where is love or truth lacking in your life? It's okay to sometimes get distracted and wander for a while. Maybe you forgot or got sidetracked, tempted, or even lost on a different path, desire, person, ego trip, or mission. And I tell you, these motherfuckers be putting people in your place, like in your face when you about to embark on something or awaken to something here, remember something, open up your eyes to something. It says here that you may get distracted or wander for a while. Maybe you forgot or got sidetracked, tempted, or even lost on a different path, desire, person, ego trip, or mission. That's what's going on with masculine. It's an ego trip. It says, this is how we learn by experiencing and getting to know all the things that we are not. We evolve into who we are meant to be so that we may unlearn and unbecome them. Every time we remember and return home, the awakening of it gets stronger and deeper. Repeated lessons get better understood and more powerful each time. See, that is what the high priest is trying to tell the high priestess here. I mean, the high priestess is trying to tell the high priest here. That's what her message is. To learn from the freaking past. Learn from the past. Escaping ruin. Pulling yourself together. Learning from past hardships. Um, it says, like a sacred spiral that moves inward, getting closer and closer to the final center point. We get even more rooted in this home, whether spiritual, emotional, relational, and or psychological, than we were before. It says, if you have pulled this card, it is time to come back to truth, or maybe you have recently returned. It could be calling you in the most subtle ways, things not feeling quite aligned, or even just a gentle nudge or whisper pulling you in a different direction. Don't judge yourself. This is an essential part of strength of this is an essential part of your soul's strengthening and development. Let your heart be your compass here. The manifestation enhancer says light a candle, grab your journal, put your hand on your heart, and connect with your spirit about what your current lesson is. It says if you already know or what. Okay, this is italics. What your current lesson is, if you already know, or what it could be. If you are not sure, ask for signs. It says there are clues you are unravel. There are clues you can unravel if you start fluidly writing or looking for patterns. It says what areas of your life feel misaligned to you? Why? Think back to a point when you felt more aligned and alive. What was it? What were you doing? How were you being? It also says, where was your focus? Let it all out on this page or sit and meditate about it silently with yourself. All right, y'all. Mm, 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 mm. I hope this message finds you all well. Love, light, and peace. Namaste.